Okay, welcome back to this next episode of Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest Mod Edition. Um, Last episode we had started the main quest in Chinatown, and I had promised that we were going to do the Kalliyan quest, so we are going to do that now. I could go finish the Mr. Ox quest line, but I think just in the interest of making this episode not too long, it would be good to start this sooner. So here's Kalliyan. She's like the heart of this quest. The whole idea, well, I'll show you what it's all about. But before we start, I just want to take a moment to point out and give credit to my collaborator. God, I can't pronounce tonight. Gurkle. Gurkle is the online handle of this guy that I met on the Clan Quest Mod forums when they still existed. Don't exist anymore. And he was the one, he had presented a whole series of really well thought out quests for Clan Quest Mod, and we had thought about one or two to actually do, and this is the one that we ultimately decided on. So he kind of came up with this whole idea that you would meet this thrashing dragon, Kuei Jin, and spend this wild night with her. And it was me that actually went in and wrote the dialogue and came up with the character and implemented the quest. But I really just want to give a huge shout out to Gurkle because, you know, the idea was originally his. This is probably the best quest in Clan Quest Mod. Some people say it's the best quest in the game. Maybe going a little far. But really, it's always appreciative to get ideas from fans, especially well thought out ones, because sometimes you come up with something as awesome as this character and the quest that comes with her. So after talking it up so much, let's talk to Kalliyan and see what she has to say for herself.
You're new. Who are you?
Depends who's asking, I guess.
Oh, I'm Kalliyan. No offense, but you stand out like a sore thumb. What are you doing on this side of town?
Let's see. Just take it in the sights, that's all.
What sights are those? The second-rate, tourist-friendly Thai food? Or the surge of homelessness?
So also, in the interest of giving credit where credit's due, let's take a second to also acknowledge the voice actress who did an awesome job on Kalliyan. I think I do know her actual name because we exchanged emails, but she chose to be credited as Mipa-chan, which is her online handle. I met her on a voice actor forum. She actually did a couple other voices for the game. She does Sasha in the Toridor quest, and the female sire in the Tremere quest. But you know, I came to her because I knew that she had some background with Asian languages, in particular Japanese, and thought she would do really well as this character. And man, she just hit it out of the park. So let's see, let's hear her voice some more. Yeah, no kidding. I've been pretty disappointed so far.
You should be. Blaze is the only club worth seeing, and I can barely stay awake there. There's no decent food to be had anywhere, and the cheese is hard to find. Anyways, I'm ready to go. Look for cheese around the rest of SoCal.
No, you said chi. What the hell are you talking about?
It's nothing, never mind. Forget it.
Listen, I think there's something you should know about me first if you're not going to share.
I know what you are, Kindred, but I don't give a damn. We're beasts of the same blood.
So this conversation sort of like sets up her motivation for, you know, presenting this idea and making this quest possible. So you have some opportunity to get her to sort of like justify why she would even want to hang out with you. I don't follow you.
I'm Kuei Jin, Wang Kuei, an Asian vampire, whatever you want to call it. But I'm supernatural, just like you.
Why would you want to hang out with a Western vampire?
Get to know me a little better. It'll all start to make perfect sense. My philosophy is to understand the living as well as I can. Figuring out the other living. It's just the other side of the same coin. If I can safely spend a night with one of your kind, then I'll be that much wiser.
Okay, but why me? This can't be the first time you've met a Western vampire.
Well, it's because you're just so special and magical to me. But seriously, I know how new you are to this. I know you're not entrenched in the politics the others waste their time on. So, I'm hoping you won't judge my offer by what's on the surface, and instead just let go and enjoy a night of dining and fucking with me.
Dining and fucking, my favorite. She's very capricious. That's sort of the impression that we're trying to give here. Okay, but isn't this still going to end up with both of us on the gallows?
Oh, gosh. I hadn't thought of that.
And sarcastic. She's
Look,
very sarcastic.
Not exactly a conventional companion by Kuei Jin standards, but our beloved elder isn't exactly playing by the rulebook lately either, so it's fair game as far as I'm concerned.
Ming Xiao isn't playing fairly? Care to elaborate?
I'm not really in the mood to dig into the details, but the short version is what we call the Mandate of Hell. If an elder, Ming Xiao, proves to be a corrupt bitch, which she has, then basically I don't have to do what she says anymore. In this case, it's under the table deals she's been cutting with the enemy. And that's you. If she can play politics with the Westerners, then surely I can afford a night of dancing with your kind.
That's going pretty deep cut in the Kindred of the East source book, the Mandate of Hell. But there you have it. I think I've heard enough to realize I like your style. Let's kick it.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
So what exactly did you have in mind?
I've heard Hollywood has some killer strip joints. Wanna check it out?
You're into chicks?
The first thing you need to know about me is that I'm into just about everything. If it fucks, I'm willing to try it once. And I'll do it again if it felt good.
Ha! I love where this is headed. Let's go sink our teeth into some glitter. You know, because strippers wear glitter. Yeah. I've got beer tonight. Normally it's whiskey, cheap whiskey, but tonight it's beer that I'm drinking while I record this. Alright, so she's got a lot to say.
So, grab a couple girls, enjoy a slow dance, then take them down fast. Sound like a plan?
And it just occurred to me, like, this is such a dialogue-heavy quest, I don't think I'm going to have to say much. I can just sort of sit back and just let it happen. Just what I was thinking. Let's see if we can find me a blonde.
So you want to help pick up the bill then?
Sure, here's $100. That should help keep the skanky ones away.
I'll go talk to some of the girls. Meet me in that room in the back, and we'll start our little party.
So you can... Okay, so basically the idea is that on each leg of the quest, you get some further exposition about Kuei Jin. And so it's like doled out slowly instead of this sort of forced, like, tell me about blah, blah, blah. Tell me about blah, 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 blah. This is a way to sort of like give information about Kuei Jin, not make it seem so forced. And so you can skip it, or you can hear what she has to say. So, wait, before you go, how do you do this? I mean, how do you feed exactly?
What do you mean? You walk up, poke a couple holes in her neck, and drink the blood.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you drink blood or whatever you do.
What? You think I'm some kind of corpse-scrapping chinmei?
Chin what?
It's Kuei Jin for carnival whore. You think I'm some kind of carnival whore?
Somebody on some forum, didn't like that line. Like, it didn't fit with the canon material somehow, and that's like deeper cut than even I can go, so I don't really see what the issue is. If you're that person and you're watching this, please leave a comment and tell me what the fuck is wrong with that line of dialogue. Because she's just fucking with you at this point. She's just trying to give you a hard time and pull your leg. What if I am? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm fucking with you. God, you're gullible. Most Kuei Jin, when they start the unlife, are mindless savages. They'll eat anything to get their chi fix, including flesh and bones. We call them chinmei.
So a lot of Kuei-jin, this is a little extra info, but a lot of Kuei-jin never make it out of Chinmei state. You know, they get put down by the Kuei-jin. So it's only the lucky few that sort of progress into a more lucid state and become like Kalliyan or Mingzhou. But it's basically the equivalent of frenzying. You know, you enter the state of just not giving a fuck about anything. You'll do anything just to survive. You just need that fix of chi. So you can get your fix from things other than blood.
Of course. We get most of our sustenance from corn dogs and pig ears. Of course we can. Most Kuei-jin drink blood because it's the easiest way to steal chi. Starting out though, flesh is the only thing that comes naturally. And those of us that have really been around for a while can take chi from the breath of the living, right out of the air. Or even just absorb it. I don't understand that though. Seems, I don't know, impersonal to me.
So what is this chi you seek anyways?
It's like soy sauce, but less salty. But if you want a serious answer, chi is intangible. It's the essence of life, the universe itself. Everything that's alive carries a sense of chi with it. It's what we crave, you and I, because we don't have any of our own.
Did you ever get chi from flesh, like a chinmei?
I don't know. Aren't you just some undead rape victim? Don't ask me that question.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was such a sore subject.
Look, let's just get this started. I'll see you in the back. ...
So why is she so touchy on that subject? Cue cutscene. So this is the idea here is that she's influencing your chi so that you become capricious and uncontrolled and you cannot let go of this stripper. You drain her dry. You lose humanity. There's nothing you can do about it.
Looks like looks like we got carried away. It was hard to let go. She was so fresh and spicy and tasty. We should probably blow this joint before someone notices.
Yeah, so that technically is very difficult to implement. I'm not actually a huge fan of it, and people also, it's contentious. You know, it's like forced humanity loss. But you know what? If you've read the source book, you kind of realize how important Kuei-jin's ability to fuck with your chi, your yin and your yang, how important that is, and her sort of affecting you in that way is significant. Maybe not to the overall story, but it's a good illustration of who she is and what she's capable of doing. So yeah, what's next?
I'm ready for a little bar hopping. You know anywhere worth mentioning? And there has to be dancing. I'm ready to dance.
It's just reminded me that in the whole time we've been playing this, I've never gone back to confession for my money, so I should get that. Well, you'll be excited to know I'm actually co-owner of a place downtown. Want to check it out?
You own a club? That's pretty sexy. What kind of scene is it?
It's called Confession. Kind of heavy into the rave scene, but also very dark, gothic.
All right, let's hit it. ...
She's like so posh there. Ooh, man, hearing this again after all this time, that voice actress did such a fucking awesome job. Holy shit. I'd hire her again,
Hey,
but she's
I'm
already
going to grab some drinks.
done enough characters, you know what I mean?
Bartender, I'm gonna need 5 shots of Jack. And do you have a kitchen? Can I get a sampler plate of whatever you've got?
She's like, no.
You gotta take your shots with some crappy fried food, or it's not a night out.
You're going to get drunk and eat?
Dragon's blood really is the only thing you'll eat. Ah, damn. You really did get all the hard knocks in on life.
Gee, thanks for the sympathy. Can I at least smell your onion rings, or are you gonna eat them all yourself?
Okay, okay. I'll pass on the food. But I'm still getting wasted tonight.
You really love drinking that much?
My philosophy is simple. Enjoy life. Embrace your passions, your pleasures. People make themselves so unhappy resisting the things that make them feel best. I can't understand why.
Blah, 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 blah. What made you realize you wanted to spend an eternity chasing your passions?
Wei Jin largely agree that life actually kind of sucks. And that we need some kind of tangible experience to escape it. What we don't agree on is the best way to do that. So we all come up with different, neat little ideas of the true path to enlightenment, and we call it a dharma.
So, you know, in retrospect, I think dharmas are actually a little bit different than clans. I try to draw a parallel here, but yeah, there's some big differences. But just the same, the way the source book for Kindred of the East kind of breaks it down is like this is your quote-unquote class, which in that sense makes it a little bit more equivalent with the clans of Vampire. What do you hope to gain from your dharma?
The way I see it, the only way we're going to understand what it means to be dead is to understand what it means to be alive. So, I live each night like it's my last night. This is my path on life, my dharma.
And what do you call this besides reckless?
We usually refer to it as that thing the cool kids over there do. But if that's too long for you, the official title is The Dance of the Thrashing Dragon. That's me.
Yeah, so this is like, just like clans, like the dharma in a lot of ways influences the personality of the person. Yeah, and the Dance of the Thrashing Dragon is all about being very like lively and trying to get back in touch with your humanity and living life to its fullest. It's very similar to Toreador, or Toreadors rather, in the sense that they're still very much affixed to their humanity. And there's other dharmas besides this one.
Yes, but they're all terrible. There's a dharma that would prefer to suffer for eternity rather than enjoy the life all around us. There's another path that would have us look around and study the dead. The dead! The chance to live again. They would waste their time on the dead.
That's interesting. So, what do you want to do here?
Well, wait. I've wondered about kindred. Do you have some kind of similar path? Do you have a purpose?
So this is like kind of cool. I like this because most of the time you're going around and asking other people questions. And this is sort of an opportunity to turn the table around. Like, she's curious about kindred society, and you answer to the best of your knowledge, even if you are a fish out of water. So you can answer nihilistically, you can talk about the clans, or you can do the humanity path, and that's the second one here. Because she actually has a unique response for every clan. So let's see what she says about the Tremere. I actually forget how it goes. We have different clans. That's kind of like a dharma.
So what's your clan's mantra?
I'm a Tremere. That's all you need to know about us.
Okay, Mr. Sensitive. Didn't think it was such a big deal. Whatever. Well, enough chit-chat. What do you say we show these kids what it means to dance?
So again, you get a different cutscene, whether you say yes or no. And I'm kind of to the liking of saying no, just because I don't think that's actually in the other video I made. So let's see how that goes. I don't know. How about I just watch you?
Oh, that's seriously weak. You're just going to watch while I dance? Why don't you just let go for once? I'd be more impressed if you danced badly and did it anyways, than if you were some breakdance champion.
No way. Forget it.
Fine, stand there and look bored, but I'm not forgetting this.
Dot, dot, dot. So yeah, you watch her dance a little bit, and then you get a frustrated look from the player. That's how it goes. If you say no. Do some, like, grinding if you say yes. Look at her go. Whew. 1, 2, electric boogaloo. Do, 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 do.
Hey, you mind if we move the party over where it's quiet for a bit? I just met these two guys. They seem cool, and I think they might be able to hook us up. You know what I'm saying?
So this place actually reminds me of this bar in Tucson I really enjoy called the Surly Wench. And it's like this. It's sort of a gothy type bar, and they have goth dance night, but then also they have this awesome side room where if you just want to fucking talk to someone, you can do that. I'm not one to shy away from dancing, but I do like to have a conversation as well. So what do they say? You know what I'm saying? Let's act all coy. No, I don't think I do.
I'm saying, I think they have a little pot they'll share with us, one way or another.
Great. I could use something to take the edge off.
Glad to see you're not some kind of uptight straight edger. Now, just be cool. Follow my lead.
Dot, dot, dot. This part of the quest goes very, very differently if you're a Nosferatu, because obviously you're not going to go talk to some raver. She, like, casts the spell, and then you come feed on the dude, and then you're good. So she talks to this guy, and you talk to this dude.
So, you guys party or what?
And thanks to Melky Jeff for this guy's voice. Yeah, pass it over, man.
Alright, this is some premium shit, so don't cash it out.
Relax, I've done this before. So vampire, just for those of you that don't know, you can't actually get high by doing drugs as a vampire, but you can feed on someone who's high
You'll feel that pretty quick.
and get high
Good
that
stuff,
way.
eh?
Not bad, not bad. This animation is painfully long. But he won't talk while he's trying to smoke.
So, you and her, you guys an item or what?
Not exactly. I think I might try to make a move on her later, though.
Oh, that's cool. I don't want to be cock-blocking.
Don't worry, you won't be going home empty-handed tonight. And then you feed on him. This guy, you don't have to kill. You can let go in time. So that's what we're going to do, especially since my blood pool's already full. And then she's like, what's up?
Talk about a couple of winners. But at least they delivered. Tastes like he had a hint of whiskey in it. Definitely some beer. Import, I think. Quite good taste, actually. Anyways, the buzz should kick in pretty soon, so things should get interesting.
I hope so. I'm already having a blast anyways. I had no idea vampires could still get high. This changes everything.
Getting crunk on stoners is just the beginning. You really want to get fucked up? Try sucking heroin out of a messed up drug dealer. Been there, done that. Actually hitting the bowl is just a wasted gesture at this point. But I always do it, you know, for the sake of tradition. Anyways, I think it's time we moved on, don't you? This place has a good freak show factor, but I want to take it up a notch. I want to see the freakiest place north of Orange County. Maybe even find someone to come tonight.
I think I know just the place. Let's go see how the Formans are doing. Actually, no. You know what? I always do this like the boom bang bida bang route. We won't aggravate her too much if we try to rain on her parade a little bit. Let's just see what she says. I'm guessing most people don't. Are you serious? We've already been to the strip club, danced, drank, and done weed, and you're still not finished.
Is it the first time you've had fun in your whole life, or are you always the downer of the party?
Okay. We can go to the asylum, but that's it, okay?
Deal. That is, until I get you drunker and keep you rocking out even longer. Now, let's quit wasting time and move our asses to the door.
Ooh, asses to the door. ... Slow fade out of this place. That's me at the bar. I'm the enabler. I'm like, guys, but what if we got pizza right now? It's 2 in the morning. So, before you get to the asylum, you have this encounter.
There! Those are the ones that left those girls for dead! I can practically smell the wretched sin beaming off of that one. Get him! Oh, please. Hunters. They never learn. Looks like we'll be sending a few more to meet their fabled god.
I got a sword. Do I? Yeah, there it is. Oh, shit. Oh, my humanity's so low. I'm frenzying. Awesome. And I'm going to have a masquerade violation.
Still young, kindred. Violence is nice, but what would got to fucking beasting into that?
I think Gurkel might have suggested that line specifically. So here we are at the asylum.
Okay, so I was thinking, this time maybe we go try our best pickup lines to get some boys and girls to join our party.
This is kind of funny if you go in this direction where you imply that maybe you guys were on a date. What? I thought we were, you know, out together.
Oh, sweet, sweet kindred. You're right. I can practically hear the wedding bells already. Should we have Santa or chicken at the wedding? Oh wait, that's right, candy. As well to fly to the road instead.
Hopefully the music's not too loud. I should really go back and turn the volume down while she's talking because it's a little distracting. Who said anything about love? I just thought you were kind of a sure thing before the sun came up.
Oh, well, you're less than the person I thought. Well, let's just see how wild things get. You're sweet, but to be honest, for once, no one hurt me.
Yes, you can get all like misogynistic about it too. We're not going to do that. Goes too far. Pro-feminism. Anyways, yeah, I've heard that one before. I'll find some hot piece of ass and maybe the two of us can persuade you otherwise.
Cool. Grab the hottest date you can find and meet me in the balcony.
What did she say? She said, meet me in the balcony. This should be fun. Yeah, I have no dots in seduction. We'll try just to get the dialogue out of it, but she comes over here and talks to this dude. She's like, hey boy. That's great when you're at the club and the girl just comes up to you and makes a move. Very rare. Or then they go upstairs together. Yeah. Anyways, you can, whether you're male or female, there's someone here that you can go and talk to. So let's see what this chick has to say to my awesome pickup artist moves.
Hey.
This is actually one of my coworkers did the voice of this character. Hey, what are you drinking? Can I buy you a round?
Why not? Gin and tonic, please.
So you want to party with some friends? I see. Well, I guess I'll leave you alone. Yeah, so the idea is, you know, plenty of girls will be happy to take your money if you give it to them, but they're not always going to want to hang out with you. Anyways, she found somebody. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
What, you didn't get a single skank to follow you up here? Forget Saturday this week or what?
Sorry, I'm not much of a barfly.
Tell you what, pick up the tab, and I'll let you have a taste of Waterboy.
You can have them to yourself. I feel like I'm about to explode.
Suit yourself. Don't you know by now there's no excess in indulgence?
I didn't think so either until tonight. I'm bloating from all this blood. Just go ahead.
Ooh, what do we have here?
I couldn't remember if I had kept Jeanette alive or not, but you have an opportunity. You can have like a foursome or a fivesome if you brought a date, and it's a little ridiculous and over the top. I'm sort of like, why did I put this in here? And it was just like, oh yeah, fan service, because who wouldn't want to have an orgy with Jeanette? So, Jeanette, just out with some friends.
Having naughty thoughts about it.
And it's sort of implied, but like, because I didn't get the voice actress for Jeanette to say anything for this, it's cut together dialogue. A whole group of us sounds interesting. Kalliyan, any objections? She says, do you really need to ask? You can't hear it well over the music. Let's take this to your room, shall we? So this is some clips from some porn, and plus the audio from Jeanette, if you actually fuck her, mixed together. Oh well, nothing wrong with people enjoying themselves, right? Oh, it's not bugged, is it? Oh, tell me it's not bugged. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I just about had a heart attack there.
It's one more off the bucket list. That might actually be a couple off the bucket list. You're in some nice news, by the way. Not sure I'll ever get to stuff.
At least the dialogue's not bad. Let's just never talk about the skin. I just did some things I'll never be proud of.
How do you know the blonde bimbo anyways? The schoolgirl you got really works with her. Well, not precisely. It was really working for all of us. But she seemed to like it somehow.
Jeanette, she's the Baron of Santa Monica, at least most of the time anyways. I helped her with some personal matters recently.
I see. So she has leadership of the court, which is part of your I'm feeling like that voice, isn't it?
So again, Kuei-jin exposition. This is her opportunity to tell you a little bit about Kuei-jin social structures. Well, what's a woo? I haven't heard that term before, or I hadn't heard that term yet, but we might have something like that.
So woo is like, okay, so imagine you die, you come back, you get taken into a secret society, and then you find a few others, maybe like 3 or 4, that you see eye to eye with. You guys form a sort of posse that sticks together for the next 100 years or so. It's kind of like joining a new family in the afterlife, but not even your siblings.
So what's the point of a woo?
Circle jerks. Mostly circle jerks.
Come on, seriously.
Seriously, it's just like any family unit. We're there to get each other's back when we're in trouble. Keep us company as the course of the century when we're keep us sane. Occasionally, support the pass down orders to a way, and we pretty much have to carry them out. But generally, we do our own thing.
What's this court you've mentioned a couple of times?
It's a little complicated. All the woo in a certain area tend to stick together, pick a leader, and handle all their shit together. Just a way to stay organized, I guess. LA, for example, we have the court in Chinatown, led by our dear Keepers Meet Chow. Anyways, the people have similar arrangements, I think.
So, you got a lot of options here. What should I say? Seems like they try to organize, but as far as I can tell, everyone's at each other's throats anyways.
You elders can't find their asses with their own hands, can they? I hate to say it, you're right. You guys really are pretty disorganized.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. All the more reason why I'm trying to stay out of the whole mess.
I think I'm finally ready to wind down for the night. Any show places around here we can mellow out?
Wait a second, did you say mellow out? You're fucking with me again, aren't you?
No, I'm being serious this time. We all need some balance, even me.
Well, you haven't really seen Santa Monica until you've seen the pier. Let's go. That is true. Like, a main feature of Santa Monica is the wonderful pier they have there. Okay, so. Oh shit, is it gonna crash? I will flip out. No. Just skipped a couple frames.
What a great idea. The ocean is so beautiful. Not a bad way to end the night.
I have to say, having played this again right now, the contrast between the loud club music and the tranquility of the pier is actually pretty stark. It actually does feel like we've gone to a quiet place to chill out. It's nice. It's nice. After this whole night, I still know practically nothing about you. After this much alcohol, and you're still not going to spill your guts.
Me? You don't really want to know. Do you? Really, I don't want to bore you.
Come on, you know you're dark and mysterious. Of course I'm curious. Tell me how you got into this whole mess.
Well, first thing you should know is that I haven't always been a woman. My name hasn't always been Kalliyan either.
So I'll tell you something nice. I actually did get a letter from a fan that is transgendered and told me, is a teenager, is a young woman, and told me that it really helped her to sort of come forward to her partner and her parents and herself about being transgendered, because she played this game and she saw people's positive reception to this character, and that wasn't even my intention at all. Like, it was never like my idea to like have even like a quote unquote magical transgendered character at all. Like, it was actually something that came to me at the last second when I was trying to write this dialogue, and but it made me feel really nice to know that like I made some positive difference in someone's life through a silly video game. So let's see what she has to say. I guess I should have known with the strippers and all. Are you post-op or pre-op?
Nobody decides who gets a second chance. It just happens. In some cases, you don't even get to choose how you come back. In my case, I used to be a man named Kai. This, what you see now, was his girlfriend when we both died.
How is that even possible?
Who knows? The universe has a cruel sense of humor, I guess. When the troubled spirit wills it, you come back to fulfill whatever karmatic balance you upset when you were alive. Sometimes the universe wills that you experience the second breath from a new perspective.
How did that happen? I mean, if you don't mind my asking.
Overdose. Heroin. Kalliyan got me into some pretty hard shit when I was still so young. She was a little bit older, and she was my first. She had me wrapped around her little finger. I was so dazzled with sex. Everything in my world seemed so new and fresh. It was easy for her to bend me any way she wanted.
Oh, yeah, you could say really offensive things to her, but that'll actually initiate a combat with her, so we won't do that. How old were you exactly?
We met in university. I was just 19. We got a batch from a guy that wasn't our usual hookup. Stuff must have been too pure, or laced with something nasty. But after we shut up, we were both on the floor. It wasn't until I came to my senses, days after I had eaten what was left of my own former body, that I realized who I was and what had happened. It wasn't until then I realized I'd become Chinne, who got a grip on things. It's a miracle I've made it to where I am today.
It's like really tragic backstory. What do you think it means? Why did you come back? And is this woman you knew?
When I was brought into Kuei-jin society, he introduced all these different dharmas to me. But the dance of the thrashing dragon really struck a chord with me. This love for life and experience, it's well with me, I think. My purpose is to revel in all the things that I missed out on dying so young, and to help others experience life, so they don't make the same naive mistake I did. It's just a sick irony that I have to do it through the body that led me astray in the first place.
What an incredible story. Makes my one-night stand gone wrong sound pretty pathetic.
Thanks for listening to me. Not many know that whole story. You're one of the lucky few, bloodsucker.
Anytime.
Well, I could stare at the Pacific all night. But we're just about out of time. The sun will be up in an hour. I hope I don't need to tell you that's not worth sticking around for.
It's been a fun night. Maybe we can meet up again. Maybe we can meet up some other time.
Yeah, I guess this is good night. I think you know this is also goodbye. We may both be living in LA, but we're worlds apart. It's a pity. I had a lovely time tonight.
See you around, you crazy bitch.
Hi, it's the new kid on the courtyard tonight. He's with a fucking VtM. Hi, kid. Are you a traitor or just stupid? She's like goddamn VtM.
So, Melky Jeff also did this character, but I think it's been pretty notoriously bad. Like, it's gotten a lot of bad comments. Rightfully so. And I didn't install the 3.1.2 patch before I started this. I'm kind of kicking myself for that reason, because I actually did replace this voice. You know, I added a different voice actor who did a better job, much higher quality recording. Doesn't quite break the ambience quite like he does. So anyways, now we can choose between either standing by Kalliyan or fighting this, or just like turning our back on her. And we're gonna stand up for her, of course. Hey, I'm no traitor. She's Kuei Jin. Or no. We'll say two. Get lost. I don't care what she is. She's with me.
I guess you're a traitor and stupid. We don't tolerate their kind on our turf, kid. Don't worry though. We'll save the further trouble of scheduling your execution.
Looks like we're not done yet, Kalliyan. Let's school these thugs. These guys are actually pretty... They can be tough. Unless you have Blood Purge, and it's pretty fucking easy. Just like everything else in this game.
Thanks for sticking up for me. I know you didn't have to do that. I think we both really need to get the hell out of here now.
So, now you have an opportunity to continue your party. Let's see what happens. That was pretty dicey. Maybe you should crash at my place until tomorrow night.
Really? Really? That many drugs in your system, and that's how you're going to ask me back to your place? You know I wasn't reborn yesterday. I've seen the way you've been checking me out since we left Chinatown.
If I'm such a shitty liar, at least you know I mean it when I say I want you.
That's refreshing. Nothing quite turns me on like someone who knows what they want and isn't afraid to say it. Now I'm in bated breath, wondering who will end up on top.
I wouldn't want to keep you waiting. Let's go. Of course, if you did the Jeanette thing, then you probably already seen her naked, so... Of course, there's always something a little more intimate about, you know, one-on-one sex for the first time.
Nice digs. You decorate it yourself? I'm not going to lie. I've been dying to try this for a while now. See if the fabled kindred live up to their reputation, I mean. Some people like to annotate this, but what do you say we just enjoy the silence?
She says, let's enjoy the silence, which is also the name of the song playing. This is supposed to illustrate you falling asleep with her, but I don't know if that comes across properly. Okay. After showing Kalliyan a night on the town, you defended her honor before a group of rival Canaanites. I think that's spelled wrong. Securing your friend in Chinatown. And then she leaves you a note. Thanks for a fun night. One word of advice. Trust your gut and stay away from the other snakes in Chinatown. Love, Kalliyan. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the fabled Kalliyan quest. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly had so much fun writing and making that quest. If you liked it, press like. If you hated it, follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you next time.